Alright, how's it going? So, another fight I want to talk about is on the undercard of Fury Usyk, and that is opetaia versus mairis Briedis. Right, this is a rematch. In the first fight, it was a close fight. Jai got the decision. Okay, he was in his home country of Australia, even though Briedis was the champion. So Briedis was the champion of at the time he came to Australia, and yeah, Jai ended up beating him fair and square. I thought Jai won, just 7-5. He got his jaw broken in the fight. It was a good fight. It was a good hard fight. Briedis, Briedis hasn't fought since then, so that's that could be a big problem for this fight. Being that he hasn't fought since then, which was maybe a year and a half, close to 2 years ago. That could be a problem, although Briedis is 39 or so, maybe 40, so maybe that 2 years off has given him a good rest, being up there in age, in terms of boxing or sport. That rest might do him good. His body might be in really good shape right now. And let's not forget, Briedis, he's at that level. He's high level. He's a high level guy, and he's a veteran. And Jai, well, since fighting Briedis, he's fought 2 tomato cans, right? Tomato cans. So don't let that fool you. Jai has looked very good, and he's got the bookies fooled, in my opinion, because they've got him favourite by knockout over Briedis. Briedis has never been stopped. Briedis gave Usyk a tough fight, probably the toughest fight of his career. Although Usyk has had a few close fights, Briedis, Chisora, even Michael Hunter gave Usyk a tough fight, which I mentioned in my last video. But yeah, just because Jai has looked great beating tomato cans, that means nothing. It means absolutely nothing. He's very confident, okay, going into this fight, and he's saying that he's a whole different fighter now. But that doesn't mean anything until these two guys get in the ring. We've seen examples of this in the past. Manny Pacquiao, he fought Marquez, Manuel Marquez, twice, and both times were really competitive fights. Years later, after Pacquiao was looking pound for pound the best in the world, after the second Marquez fight, he went on to do great things, and Marquez did all right as well, but Pacquiao was looking like the best in the world. Well, Pacquiao and Marquez met again years later in a third fight, and that third fight was as close as the first two. Some people had Marquez winning. The fourth fight, Marquez knocks Pacquiao out. My point is, Pacquiao, even though improved as a fighter in those years in between the second and third Marquez fight, Marquez still had his number. So don't let Jai's form, don't let his form fool you, because he's fought 2 tomato cans. That's it. So that means nothing to Briedis. Briedis is a whole different level, and a veteran, never been stopped. So for the betting crowd out there too, I would recommend you know, sprinkling a few dollars on this fight to go the distance. It's paying over 2-1 just to go the distance. Me myself, I think Jai will win the fight. I think, you know, being younger, more energy, you know, Briedis towards the end of his career, I do think Jai opetaia will outwork Briedis. But it's still going to be a tough fight. You know, mark my words on this. It's going to be a tough fight. I think opetaia will get the decision. I think he'll do more. But I still think Briedis is going to have his moments, make it rough. So yeah, looking forward to that fight as well. That should be a really good fight. I've got Jai by decision. Alright, let me know what you think.